More than 3,400 were in attendance at the Calbayog City District Convention of Jehovah's Witnesses. This was a special event for the 41 who were baptized, but also for many others. They were survivors of Super Typhoon Haiyan, which had struck just 1 month earlier. More than 185,000 Jehovah's Witnesses live in the Philippines. When Super Typhoon Haiyan made landfall on November 8, 2013, many of these witnesses were in the direct path of the storm.
Disaster Relief Desk.
Before the storm hit, the Philippines branch office began coordinating the evacuation and relief efforts.
We are preparing for the typhoon because the news are said that we need to prepare. So I text everybody, every elder in congregation, I text that they need to evacuate to the safer place.
We knew it was going to do tremendous damage.
Tacloban City on the island of Leyte was one of the areas hit the hardest. The congregations in Tacloban suffered greatly.
Then Papa told us, "Wake up, wake up! The rain is about to get stronger."
Suddenly, a strong gust of wind blew, and the roof finally blew off. We tried to hold on, but we were being lifted from the ground, so we let go. Otherwise, we would have been blown away.
We removed everything that was inside the refrigerator. And then we put the literature inside and our Papa arranged it.
As the storm approached, many families evacuated their homes to more solid structures. 60 persons sought shelter at the Kingdom Hall. A 5-meter-high storm surge crashed into the building, collapsing the walls. Many were swept away. 22 people died. Cheryl, just 13 years old, was one of those swept away by the surge. She survived by climbing a tree.
Palagi nila akong pinapatibay.
The brothers tell me that in these last days, we cannot avoid calamities like this.
Iwasan yung ganitong mga pangyayari.
Only Cheryl and her brother survived.
I lost my home. I lost my family members. And temporarily, I lost my trust in God.
Paniniwala sa Diyos. Tapos sinabi rin nila,
The elders told me it was okay to cry because it would get what was in my heart out into the open.
hindi matira sa loob. Sa mga meeting
Going to meetings really helped.
na nagpapatibay sa akin, pinabasa nila ko na
The brothers read scriptures that reminded me of the resurrection.
may pagkabuhay muli.
Happily, she was reunited with her brother just 1 day before the district convention in Calbayog. About 15 kilometers south of Tacloban City, 44 members of the Tanawan congregation sought refuge in their Kingdom Hall.
You see, we're a big family here. My mother, my children, my grandchildren.
We stayed here until the typhoon arrived. The winds intensified and the seawater started to flood our Kingdom Hall.
I was there joining them in prayer. The water started rushing in.
Because of the impact of the wind and the water and the waves, the windows were destroyed.
That side over there was open. The debris came in and I was swept outside. When I was being swept away, a big piece of wood floated by and I grabbed onto it because I don't know how to swim. I was swept past that house and farther away. There was debris all over me.
I asked those in my group, "Have you seen my mother?" The waves came crashing. The wind blew. That was the time when the Kingdom Hall started to float.
Doon na yung Kingdom Hall parang umangat na siya. Year text.
I was strengthened from contemplating the meaning of the year text.
Inaano ko yung kahulugan doon. Kahulugan ng
It says, Jehovah, your God, is with you.
Amazingly, their kingdom hall was lifted from its foundation and moved 15 meters. All 44 survived.
Gagabayan ka lagi at iingatan pa, tutulungan ka niya, natitibayin ka.
About 80 kilometers to the east, on Samar Island, the Gian congregation would have to endure winds of 275 kilometers per hour.
Almost 100% of the brothers' homes are destroyed. This is where we sleep. Our room, right there.
Many lost their entire means of living because of the extensive damage to the coconut groves and the fishing industry.
When the typhoon struck, we are inside the Kingdom Hall. After the meeting, some of the brothers stayed in the Kingdom Hall, and other half of the group went to the sister's house, especially the children's. Everything, the ceiling fell down, and the roof is gone. So when we saw that that our lives are in danger, we protected one another. And we heard it sounds like the hundreds of horses are running on the ceiling. Another brother say, put your monoblocks chair on your head. So we put the monoblocks chair. Everybody of us are using the monoblock chair to protect our head. So that's the roofing material hitting his monoblock chair. That was so dangerous. We're all trembling because of the cold. We are all wet. Even the baby is crying here.
All 47 congregation members survived. So many more stories could be told. Like Eden, who survived along with others huddled under the last standing wall of the Kingdom Hall. Or 8-year-old Kurt, who despite his injury, freed himself from a collapsed wall and braved the raging waters to be reunited with his father. Or Michael, the self-sacrificing elder, who pushed up a collapsed roof to allow those trapped underneath to breathe. Typhoon Haiyan was one of the strongest storms ever to make landfall anywhere in the world. More than 6,200 lost their lives in the storm. 33 were Jehovah's Witnesses, with 10 still missing and presumed dead. To build up those who suffered losses, the governing body sent one of its members. Traveling with him were representatives from the Philippines branch office.
There are times when you really feel very overwhelmed by the problems that you're facing right now.
Siguro doon ay mga panahon nga nabugatan mo tungod sa mga problemang inyong gipasan karon.
Well, Jehovah will help you so that you can carry whatever it is that you're experiencing.
Tabangan gyud kita ni Jehovah.
When the Typhoon Haiyan struck on Friday, immediately on Saturday, several brothers were able to mobilize food stuff and support the need of the brothers locally.
We made arrangements that 4 trucks from the branch could be leaving a few days after the storm had passed through.
The disaster in the Philippines was just so enormous. The typhoon took not only their homes, but basically all the material things that they had. Really, it's at these crisis times when we see the brotherhood at its best.
We bring relief goods to the brothers, rice, noodles, coffee, and other needs of the brothers.
So ang samahan ay
The
dumisisyon
organization immediately decided to use Kingdom Halls as temporary shelters, with others living at the homes of fellow witnesses in Santa Margarita and Calbayog, which were not destroyed.
Nakikita ko yung mga pagkilos nila.
I saw all the steps being taken to bring relief from all those who donated, who are also witnesses. Food, clothing, and many things to fill our spiritual needs.
Well, we are very much appreciative of Jehovah's way of doing things. We know that He is directing everything and that this relief work is with His backup.
When we came on this trip, it was our desire to try to encourage and really strengthen the brothers. But I think actually through our association with them, we were the ones who were upbuilt and encouraged because of their great faith and also because of the good spirit they have to continue.
Thank you, Jehovah.